All right. The new photos of David's Tesla raised questions. Oh my God, El Reader. All right, let's go.
Investigative reporter Steve Fisher secured photos of David's Tesla Model X when it was impounded, along with the August 26 abandoned vehicle complaint and tow report. The caller mentioned only a rear dent, no odor, and records confirmed nothing valuable was found inside. Alright, here we go. Shout out Steve Fisher on Twitter. I obtained photos of David's 2023 Model X when it was towed and impounded. I also received a copy of the August 26 complaint. The caller only noted a large dent in the rear, no mention of the odor. The tow report states nothing of value was seen inside. The photo suggests the car had been left in the same spot for an extended period of time. The initial complaint was called in on August 26th. Then an officer first inspected and cited the car on August 27th. Then ticketed again on September 3rd. So it sounds like the car was just sitting there and the officer's like, what the It's still here. And we already put a ticket on it, and they had to do it again. And then towed and impounded on September 5th. The report also notes that there were no wants on the vehicle, meaning it was not reported stolen at the time. So yeah, there's a lot of misinformation about that. David.
Yeah, so it wasn't reported stolen. We already knew that though. We been knew this dude did not report his Tesla stolen. You wouldn't know, but I don't know, cause he says like, yeah, he said he sold it, right? Cause people are saying that David sold his car to somebody, and the name was just still under the car was just still under his name and everything. That's why it was still traced back to him. But at the same time, people are saying one, the car was been found there. That also takes out the speculation that people are saying she was killed on her birthday, which was September 7th. But because they said the car was there for way longer than that. So if she was here on her birthday, somebody would have had to see them drag a body to a damaged car that already had two tickets on it sitting on the side of the road. So that already takes out those two cases. So I don't even know. But still, there is still a lot of other stuff. But those stuff are still like speculations, and they weren't like proven. But I'm not trying to defend nobody because them pictures are kind of incriminating. And even if that other Celeste that he's been like he hangs out with is like a whole different Celeste, is that not still kind of weird? I don't know. Is it just me for thinking that that's kind of weird? Finally, yo, that Jay, you finally got it to work. What's that, right? But is it just me for thinking that's weird? Like that's just me because even though this girl's supposed to supposedly a whole different girl than the Celeste that we are thinking of, than like the 13, 15-year-old Celeste, that girl. This supposed to be like some 22-year-old girl. Is it not a little weird that he one knew the younger girl? He didn't know her. It's not. They're not taking out the fact that he didn't know her. They're just saying that the girl that are in the pictures and on his live are not the same Celeste as the one that did that stuff. And then they're also saying that the tattoo is a popular tattoo that a lot of people have, but it's not still kind of weird that they both have the same tattoo. Like, and he found a girl who's supposedly supposed to be of age that exactly looks like the younger Celeste that he used to know, and is also having her come around with him and everything. That's not kind of weird. I'm not trying to say nothing. And then I guess he does got that one thing. No, not just you. Exactly, bro. It's not just me. It's that shit is weird because like even if it is a whole different person, why are you finding somebody who exactly fits the exact image, the exact build of the previous Celeste that was 15 years old? The only difference is like when he made that song saying, "Oh Celeste, the girl who got my name tattooed on her chest." That shit. When he made that song, I don't know. Nobody like in forensics has said so far, like when they were like looking at the body and everything, they haven't said that that body had a tattoo on her chest or anything. So it could, but at the same time, he could just be talking about the older Celeste that he's hanging out with now. That still does not take out that he was hanging out with the younger Celeste at the same time, and it doesn't take out that he didn't know. Like even it's still weird. Nothing really is adding up. Let's keep
Reported
going.
his car stolen. That's just false. I've seen no real evidence of that being true. This car was not reported stolen, and it was near his house. I've redacted certain details, including the license plate, from photos and report. Now let's examine these photos, boys. So obviously, it looks like shit because it hasn't been cleaned. But look at this damage. I know it's really bad to speculate because this is a young girl's life taken way too soon, and she was manipulated straight up. Why is there so much damage on this vehicle? And it gets me thinking, did something happen in this car, some sort of fight in the car that led to them hitting something or something like that? But look at this. So they clearly,
It's a Tesla, so I don't think that's it because even if there was something like them having a fight or something in the car, one, the car should either beep and aware him of him about to hit something or scratch something, or just it's a Tesla. I don't know. I don't have one. Wouldn't it like take control and drive itself? Like they drive themselves. They're self-driving cars. Like Even my Infinity, even my Q50, it beeps if I come close to it like anything, and it automatically breaks if I get too close to like the wall or something. If I get too close to anything, it automatically stops for me. So I'm pretty sure a Tesla that is all electronic would stop. I don't know. How do you do that to a Tesla? Like, you would have to be absolutely dumb. Like, or like, I guess, like he said, like in a fight, but like still, even then, I don't know. Like, I feel like a Tesla will stop. I don't know.
Swipe something with this area of the car, this whole chunk of the car is gone. Like, it's literally not there. And here's one of the Tesla Sentry
I would say somebody
cameras,
stole it, but they're not in the hood.
any of this, especially since it most likely died at some point, and they probably didn't have the Sentry mode setting on that saves all footage at all times. I really doubt it. And here's where it gets even more interesting. What's going on here with this spoiler? Why is it like taped up, and not to mention the huge dent on the back? Let's take a zoom in on this. So it's clearly taped up.
This
looks like the spoiler got split in half and they taped it together.
By Davis?
Y'all see that? You see the line
I said
across?
Davis.
I know
David.
the spoiler looks very strange, and this is what it's supposed to look like on the same 2023 version. So it's a very strange looking spoiler, but clearly something went very wrong with the spoiler. And then the dent on the back. This is a giant fucking dent, bro. We knew there was a dent on this car the entire time. I think that was reported very early on, but this dent is huge. It leads me to believe, what if all this damage has something to do with how Celeste passed away? All right, here we go. Hollywood, state plate, Texas, complaint. August 26, 2:48 p.m., the initial complaint. You see that right here? First response the next day, almost 24 hours later. Someone finally comes. And then finally on September 3rd, another citation at 2:51 p.m. They're just making their fucking rounds at 2 p.m. every day? Like, what's going on? And then finally it's impounded. There's a lot of information about when this was impounded, and here you go. Impound time, 11:25 a.m. September 5th was the date of the odor complaint at the tow yard. That's false. It was actually the 8th. There's so much misinformation out there. Towed on the 5th, no odor reported, correct? Yes, towed on the 5th. They don't check for odor. I was just noting that the complaint...
So it was complained on the 8th. Wait, if it was on the 8th, it was towed on the 5th. But they made a complaint on the 8th. So if it was thrown on the 5th, then yeah. So they did spread misinformation when they said that she was killed on her birthday. She was not killed on her birthday. Because how would they have got it there? Because her birthday, I forgot. I ain't gonna cap. I forgot when her birthday was.
It was called in about the car. Doesn't specifically mention the odor. If Celeste was put in the car on the 25th of August, sitting in the hot California sun for 10 plus days. Yes, I know that's very disturbing. The time of her death is very important in this case, and I'm sure they are trying to figure that out still. And here's a photo of the left rear of the vehicle.
My fault.
Taken on September 3rd. And look at this, bro. They swiped something. Whoever was driving this car. And I know it could just be a coincidence with this car having damage, but with also a dead body being found in it, it makes me think that something happened in this car and someone panicked. The car was abandoned on 1406 Bluebird Ave, but David's rental was at blah, blah, blah. Doheny Drive, I think you pronounce it. Yes, but it's literally less than 100 feet. I was there yesterday and it's very close. Towed on September 5th in LA County, they cannot tow a vehicle for being abandoned unless a parking enforcement officer has visited the car at least 3 times every 72 hours and it hasn't moved. So when you call in a complaint, they come out and put chalk marking down and then come back and check it a couple days later to see if it moved at all. Any idea what the media said the neighbors called complaining about the odor? They very well may have, but it wasn't noted in the complaint. The parking enforcement person may have smelled something and just not thought it was from the car. Keep in mind, the last people expect is that there's a body in the front trunk. Oh my God, how long has my camera been frozen? I look like a fucking idiot.
Okay.
I really hope that wasn't a long time with the camera being...
But, so the guy smelled something and didn't I mean, I guess, like, you could... I mean, I've never smelled a dead body. But I'm pretty sure those are 2 different scents. I don't know where he was, what type of shit he's smelling, but I don't know. I can't really say nothing, so shit.
Frozen. Dude, it hasn't frozen in like 6 months. What are the odds? The Tesla was purchased in Cypress, Texas for 102 grand. Holy shit. That is a lot of money for a car, bro. Also, here's proof that there were no infant remains found in the car as well. There's no record of an infant passing away in LA County. So that rumor is gone. She was not pregnant. If Celeste's mom hadn't seen her in a year and they got the tat September 2024, how did her mom know she had that tattoo to help ID her? Anyone know what is up with that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Celeste's red shush
True.
tattoo was not a family secret. All I know is she had it before she went missing April 24. Celeste is on Discord 11 years old and gets a tattoo at age 13. Her mother had to give consent according to California law. So she got that tattoo without permission, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, this is a girl that wasn't at home. Tattoo artists pull up to celebrities' houses all the time and just tattoo anyone. I've seen it firsthand. Like, they're just throwing around tattoos for $100, $200, $300. Like, they don't care about the age. Shout out Steve for all this information. I've had a few different people directly connected to Celeste reach out to me. According to them and to other family and friends they've spoken with, the last time anyone had contact with Celeste was in July. Wow, that is crazy. One possibility to consider in the death of Celeste is that there are no homicide charges yet. If Celeste suffered an overdose and they panicked...
I was going to say, if she was gone since July... They did say she was missing for like a good little minute. So like, I guess they would have like already suspected that what we're finding out now already happened a while ago. I bet they thought she'd been passed away or something. But now it's kind of confirmed because it's on TV and everything. Not even kind of fully.
And hid the body because it would expose David as a PDF file, then that would be abuse of a corpse and concealment of an accidental death, not homicide. While manner of death, natural homicide, accidental, S-word, undetermined, can be ruled at any time, the cause of death will not be determined until the toxicology results are back, which could take 60 to 120 days. A crime absolutely happened here. LAPD also gave this statement. Prior to the official identification of Miss Rivas Hernandez, the following description was on the website. The decedent was found severely decomposed inside a vehicle on 9/8/2025. She appears to have been deceased in the vehicle for an extended period of time before being found. We are unable to determine her age or race or ethnicity. The decedent was wearing a tube top and black leggings, size small. She has wavy black hair. Jewelry includes yellow metal stud earrings and yellow metal chain bracelet. So it's pretty much confirmed now that she was not dismembered. I think TMZ started that rumor by taking it from a small...
Who the hell said she was dismembered? The fuck? I just thought she was stuffed in a trunk. I mean, both of them are bad. I can't. But still. And they say they can't tell her ethnicity. But why not? Like, oh, the body is decomposing, of course. I'm like, but yeah.
Their website that was not verified and just running with it. I do not personally agree with the dismembered narrative that is circulating. When authorities first released a description of the body, it was described as wavy black hair, 5'2", 71 pounds, and a tube top, black leggings. There's also a mention of distinctive tattoo in the finger.
71
From the
pounds,
description,
sir.
they clearly knew the height and noted clothing and jewelry, which suggests the limbs were present. I believe what they were describing relates to disarticulation, which occurs in the later stages of decomposition when the connective tissue decays and the limbs are naturally detached.
Damn.
The body parts are still there, they're just no longer connected. Oh my god. When this whole thing first came out and there was a body in his front trunk, I was like, how the fuck did someone fit in that? And I remember saying to my girlfriend, that has to be a very small woman or a child. I said that before she was even identified. I remember saying this. But now looking at Model X front trunks, they're fucking huge. I didn't know that they were this big.
Yeah,
like,
you
that
can
is a
low-key
big
fit a
space.
person in there.
My Model 3 front trunk is small as shit. So I just didn't know that there was that big of a difference with the cars. It makes sense though, it's a bigger car. TMZ reported this, which we all know we might have to take TMZ's word. Not 100%, but they have sources that say Celeste was able to navigate on her own by having multiple fake IDs. An attempt to present much older than she was.
Shit.
I saw someone quote this and say, David didn't know that she was underage.
Okay, stop the
There's no
bullshit.
fucking way.
Stop the bullshit.
I just really doubt that. You don't have a girl living with you. It's been reported that she was living with him at some points, and you don't know her age. Like, that is such bullshit. It's apparent police think Celeste might have been killed inside the home David was staying at because they obtained a search warrant allowing them to search for blood evidence inside the residence. It's also being reported that David has officially moved out of that home and broke his lease to get out of that property, which makes sense because the address is obviously all over the internet now. The landlord didn't even know David at all. He only knew David's manager that signed the lease back in early 2024 for 20 racks a month. 20 grand a month.
Damn.
LA is a scam. Holy shit. The LA housing market is such a shit show. That's it for this video. Rest in peace, Celeste. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, man.